You're all right, guys, and welcome back to yet another tier list video. You seem to be enjoying them, so I'm going to keep making them. This one I've been looking forward to a fair bit because the championship one, it did really well and people enjoyed it. But with the away kits, there's a lot more at risk. With home kits, there's not too much you can change. There's not too many ways you can mess up, which was why we didn't actually, I don't think we had any in the bottom tier. But it will all change today, because I've seen them and there are some bad ones. Alright, so all of the kits are confirmed kits bar Leeds, because that's not actually out yet, but I've got a concept kit which is pretty much true, apparently. I don't know, it's probably not. But before we get into this video, I just want to say a big shout out to our sponsors over at OneFootball. Make sure you go and check them out, the best football app on the market, and the link will be down in the description. Just click the link, download the app, and give it a try. Let me know what you think about it. Okay, so we're going to start off with our first kit, which is the Barnsley away kit. At first glance, if you take a look at this kit, right, like, it just, on people, on your average Joe, it doesn't look the best kit in the world. There's something going on. It don't look natural. It looks a bit weird. However, you know, if you actually look at the detail of the kit, I don't think it don't look too bad. It's like they're trying to do something a little bit different. It's a little bit glossy. It's a little bit jazzy, but I don't think it's actually too bad. It's a little bit out there, and I'm actually giving them some respect for being quite adventurous with it. So for that reason, I'm going to put it in alright. I'm putting it in alright just because when I look at it, it's bordering on decent, to be fair. Let me have a look. What else is there? We're taking into account the logo. The sponsor isn't too bad. Puma's a very good brand. It's nice quality. It's good little design on the back. Fit could be better. Yeah, I'm being generous. I was a bit harsh last time. I'm gonna put that up to decent just because they've tried there. Okay, next up we have got my beautiful team Blues. Now, first of all, look, if you're looking at this from an outside perspective, you're not a Blues fan, this probably doesn't seem so good. It doesn't seem so great. It's a template kit. This is like the sort of standard I think it's Germany in the World Cup. This standard template Adidas kit. However, I love it. Like, I love it. It's charcoal. We haven't had a charcoal kit in a while. It looks good. It's quite plain and simple, but I think it is absolutely stunning. I think they've knocked it out the park. It shows that you don't have to do too much to make a kit really good. Now, because I'm biased, I would stick it straight into God tier, right? And I'm thinking, nah, I'm going to put it into decent. However, if I've got that Barnsley kit in decent, I'm just going to edge it up to God tier. Yeah, I'm biased. Deal with it. I've bought this kit, right? I don't usually buy kits straight away, but I've seen it, I've worn it. It's beautiful, and obviously it's very safe going for a black kit, a charcoal kit. Like, there's not a lot you can do wrong about it, which I can understand if some people would only put it in decent, but I probably should. But I just absolutely adore this kit, so that's why I'm going for God tier. I hope you understand, but yeah, let's move on. I mean, look at that. Next up, we've got Blackburn Rovers. I prefer this to their home kit, right? Because I think the 10-bet sponsor is pretty gross, but it doesn't stand out as much as it does on the home kit. It's quite a nice colour scheme of the sort of grey, turquoisey sort of colour for the main part of the kit, and then this greeny trim. I like this little pattern going on. I am a big fan of Umbro. I like the way Umbro does their patterns. And I like the way that the badge blends in to the kit. It's a good one. It's a favourite of mine, and I'm not quite put it up into God tier, but I'm going to stick it in decent because I think it does deserve that. Next up, we are going to move on to Brentford, and they have gone for a very plain, very simple one. What I can say is the Eco World sponsor does fit in a little bit better. I'm glad that they agreed to this colour change because it seems that on the home kit, they were like, nah, we don't want to blend in with your colours. We don't want to fit your colour scheme. If it was all black on the home kit, it would look a lot better. But it fits better. I'm not going to lie, I hate the font. There's not a lot to judge about this. It's a bit like the Blues kit, so I can't really be too harsh about it. I like the way that the badge blends in. The Umbro, the Eco World, and the trim, it all blends in. And obviously, it's sort of the colour of a bee. I get it. I don't think it knocks it out of the park, really. So, for that reason, I'm going to stick it in alright. And that makes me sound like the biggest hypocrite in the world, and probably am, but I can't put it in decent, sorry. Next up, we have got the Bristol City kit, which again is another black number. The sponsor looks quite good. I don't mind that. It's a cute little trim on the neck there. Not his trim. Don't worry about that. Yeah, there's not a lot you can go wrong with here. I think it's quite a tidy kit. I think it's quite smart. For this one, I will put it into decent. I think it's, if you're judging the black kits, ours is God tier. Theirs is decent. That's alright. To be fair, if Blues went for that, I'd like like it as well. But I love our charcoal kit. The only kit in recent years that I like more than that one is the one that, I don't know if you're a Blues fan and you're watching, it was like charcoal and green, and it looked like sort of Inter Milan kind of style. I think we played in Europe with it, but it was beautiful. Okay, so next up we have got Cardiff. Sorry, I was just sick in my mouth. It's Adidas. It's similar style to ours, but the colour. I mean, first of all, the sponsor is just Visit Malaysia. What? Okay, I don't like it. The colours just don't go. I don't know if that's like a traditional sort of Cardiff colour scheme for an away kit, but I just think it looks gross. For that reason, I am putting you straight in the bin. Also, why are these colours mixed up? Hold on, red for the bin, green for God tier. Now we have got Charlton, and take a look at this. Hummel have made this kit, and the first thing I can see about it is the colour, and it is beautiful. That is a really nice colour. It just looks good. The neck area here could have a bit more going on. The shoulders, they're not great. It's not the best kit in the world. It's got this little bit under the armpit here, right? But honestly, just colour-wise alone, I know that the Charlton badge sticks out as well, but just for colour scheme alone, I'm going to pop Charlton up into God tier. Why not? I don't know if it should go up there, but I just like it. Yeah, that is nice. That is a nice kit. Well done, Hummel. Well done, Charlton. Next up, we've got a very similar kit. It is Derby's blue kit. I like it. I like the colour. Again, it's not as nice a colour as the one they used before, but I do appreciate the sort of pattern they've used here. Looks quite nice. It'll probably look better on a player. Oh, here we go. Ooh, that is quite nice, actually. Oh, yeah, I like that. Umbro again pulling it out of the bag. If you look in the replies here, uncanny to Nottingham Forest's away kit. Bit of banter there. But in all honesty, I'm popping it into God tier. I'm just going to drop Charlton down to decent because even though I prefer the colour, there's not as much going on as there is with the Derby one. And the badge does stand out a little bit too much. So I'm just going to drop it down. It's on high end of decent. Okay. So next up we have got Fulham, and I really like this kit. I think this is another template, to be honest. It's weird because it's got the Adidas badge in the middle and the Fulham badge over here still, so yeah, it's a bit weird. Usually you have them both in the middle if you're gonna go for something like that. But yeah, no, that's not the case. That just throws me off a little bit. The advertisement isn't too off-putting, it's not too mad. See a little close-ups here. Yeah, it's alright. You know what? There's just something about it that means I can't put it into God tier. So I'm going to put it into decent. But again, it's probably high end of decent. Huddersfield Town up next. Again, it's a ditch the sponsor sort of campaign. Save our shirt. And Umbro again, man. I just like Umbro. It looks sharp. It looks clean. It's got no sponsor on it. The badge fits in nicely. It's got this lovely little trim on the arms. And I tell you what, mate, that looks sharp. It's not as, arguably, it's not as sharp as the home kit, right? But I think that is lovely. So I am putting Huddersfield's kit right up into God tier. So currently, if we're looking at our tier list, we've got a lot of kits that are in the high end, with Cardiff just floating around the bottom there. So we're going to have to see. Hull City up next. Again, it's an Umbro one, and I think Umbro can't do much wrong. If there was a kit manufacturer that I'd like Blues to go with next season, it would be Umbro. I think we were with her not too long ago. I think that's really smart. I really do. I think the sponsor don't stand out too much. It looks sharp. It looks nice, man. But is it God tier? Some would say it's too simple to be God tier. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to go for God tier just because it's not just the plain white. It's got a sort of pattern on the white. It's like a detailing. So it does look quite nice. Next up, we have got Leeds. Leeds haven't announced their kit yet, but this is what it is rumoured to be. So this is the mock-up of the kit. It's meant to be grey with some pink here. Either that or that. Once you see the actual thing come out, it might look better. But, you know, as I can see now, it's not very good. This mock-up has come from this image here, which I can't actually see what they're on about. But basically, Andrea's son was there with a grey shirt on with pink detailings as the players walked out. So let's have a look. Him, so here. So this is meant to be the race strip. As you can see, that's what they think the kit is. But to be fair, that could be any kit. It might not even be their kit. It might just be some other team's kit. But who knows? If this is indeed the kit, which I'm going to judge it off right now, it is going to go in the bin it section. They might make it look good. So, sorry. It's like waiting for a bus. You get one, and then you get two. Take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. I do not know how to describe how atrocious this is for a Puma kit. That is just outrageously bad. You deserve relegation with a kit like that. They've got another which is not so bad, but I can't find out which is officially their away kit and which is their third kit. But this is also just dodgy. It looks like someone's just poured some white spirit on it and dropped a chessboard. I don't know. The ad seems to stand out a bit more. Like, I know that's meant to be something. I don't really get it. The collar, no. And they got another sponsor. There's got a sponsor for each kit, I think. No, 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 no. Bin it. Bin it, bin it, bin it, bin it. Throw it in the bin. Throw it in the bin, throw it in the bin. Next up, we've got Middlesbrough's away kit. You know, when I first seen it, I didn't really like it, but it looks quite sharp, looks quite smart. The logo fits in quite well. It's not too bold, it sort of blends in quite well, and I think it's actually quite smart, so I'm going to put it in alright. Oh, no. I might move it later. I'm putting it in alright, but I might move it up to decent later. Yeah, so bear with me with that one. Next up, we have got Millwall, and it's sponsored by Husky Chocolate as well, which, can we just say, like, being sponsored by chocolate is the best thing in the world. Well, second to OneFootball, obviously. Husky Chocolate, nice. Yellow badge, nice. Kit looks nice. I keep saying nice, but I really like this kit. As you can see, the little detailing here. It's a lovely shady yellow. It's beautiful. It's nice. It's tidy. It's beautiful. It is going into God tier. Get in there. Get it right into God tier. Well done, Millwall. That is a really nice kit. So next up, we have got Forest. And again, with this kit, as you can see here, it's meant to be a copy of the old one. But basically, it looks like the old Leicester kit and the old Derby kit merged together. That's why they're saying, like, are you copying your rivals? So yeah, it's a little bit funny. I don't know what I think of it, you know. It's made by the same sponsors as the one that did Millwall's kit, but I'm not sure if it works. Like, the detailing on the left-hand side here, or his right, it looks like a sort of pajama-y material. I know it won't feel like that, but I don't know. Half and half ones are always a bit tricky for me. It might be just because I'm not used to seeing them. I think Football Index logo doesn't stand out too much, but it is standing out. I don't like this logo over here, this big arrow pointing up. But all in all, it's not that bad. So I'm going to put it in alright. Let's drag that into alright. It's not bad. It's not decent. Okay, next up we have got Preston's away kit, which is basically 32 red, and then the only thing that isn't red, pretty much, is the 32 red sponsor. It's just the sponsors and their badge that isn't red. And so it's very, very little thought to it, really. It does seem fairly smart. I think if you zoomed in, there might be some detail in there. There's a sort of dual shades going on here, 2 different shades. Yeah, you can see it closer. There's a nice little pattern on the shoulders, which I don't mind. I like the colour. It's not too bad, actually. Is it decent? I don't know. I'm not personally a fan of red kits, but is that harsh? I think it's not bad. I think it's alright or it's decent. How kind am I going to be? I'm going to put it in alright, because it's not as good as this one, even though it's a template. But next up, we have got QPR's away kit, and look at this. The thing is, I'm not big on colours. I'm really not big on colours. The sponsor does stick out a little bit. I like how they've made the sponsor and the QPR badge gold, but they missed the trick. Obviously, Royal Panda wouldn't sign off on this, it seems. Less outstanding and less bold. If it was gold itself, I would like that a lot more. But obviously, they're probably thinking, no one will see it. No one will really notice it. And they obviously want their sponsor to stand out. In terms of the kit, I think it's really nice. There's a couple of features lacking. One being the sponsor stands out a little bit too much for me. And the second being the collar is just a bit too much. Like, I always think if you've got a colour, it needs to be smart, it needs to be small and contained. It's not, you know, doing all this. I don't want this happening to me. For that reason, I'm going to stick it in bad. Even though I really like the colour. Oh, you know what? It's alright. It's not bad. It's alright. The colour is pulling it up from bad to alright. And that's it. Stoke City have released a pyjama top for their away kit. I don't know what they were thinking of here. It looks like something you might stick under a sports shirt. You know, a bit of Under Armour or something. But this sort of pattern, this colour here, not really a fan of the grey pyjama-y type. It looks cheap. It don't look great. The orange on the black and then the grey. I do not like that one bit. It's bidding material. We ain't got a bad kit yet. Look how evenly distributed this is. We've got 5 in God tier, 5 in decent, 5 in alright, and 4 in bin it. So if these are all bad, it'll be pretty even. It'll be as even as it can be. Next up, we have got the Sheffield Wednesday kit, and it was really hard to find any kind of high quality picture for this because the branding they've done for it is meant to be retro. I get it, but it's just annoying. I do half like the branding. Level up, elevate, you know, I get it, it's different. I didn't like this pattern on the home kit, right? All in all, it's not a bad kit, is it really? Is it alright or is it bad? The thing is, my brain's saying, because I've not had any in bad yet, this should go in bad. But I can't lie to myself, right? Sheffield Wednesday, it's not a bad kit, it's an alright kit. And for that reason, I'm sticking it in alright. Okay, Swansea. Ignore this. Take a look at this kit right here. Woo! That is a nice kit. That is a lovely kit. That is a juicy kit right there. Again, sponsor doesn't stand out too much. And I love the colours. I love the... Oh, I didn't even notice that it blended from this. You know, the stripes start here. It's like a gradient stripe, which I think is pretty cool. It actually does mess with my eyes a little bit. But I really do like Swansea's kit, so I'm going to stick it in decent. Could be God tier, could be God tier. But I'm going to put it in decent. Now let's go on to the unfortunate case that is the West Bromwich Albion kit. Now listen, I was harsh on West Brom for their home kit. I don't think their home kit is too bad, to be honest. But looking at this atrociousness here, what is this? I feel like my eyes are broken looking at it. I feel like I need to look away. It's just grim. It's grim. This is red dot doing here as well. Go away. Cover up that red dot. It looks like someone's about to shoot him. You know when you got on the game and he's got the laser and like, no, push him out of the way. That's what looks what it is. He's got a top. Oh god. Oh, it's a sniper. Yeah, I don't like it. It's bad. It's bad. Is it bin it? Mate, it looks like a carrier bag, so quite apt that it goes in the bin. Okay, are we going to have any bad ones? We might have one without a bad kit. Okay, so next up we've got Wigan Athletic. I think this is quite nice. The sponsor does ruin it a little bit because all I can see here is this massive sponsor coming out of nowhere. Like, for me, what is the point blending in your own badge when your sponsor's not blended in? For me, it seems pointless, but I do like the detailing on the shirt. I like the colour scheme. I like the sleeves. It looks a bit different. Puma are a brand that I like. However, the advertisement for me takes it out of God tier. Does it push it down from decent into alright? I think it's deserving to go into decent, but only just. It's on the border of alright. It's D-right. Or all-cent. I don't know. But finally, moving on to our last kit, we have got the finally unveiled Reading kit. We've been waiting. We didn't see their home kit last time around. We'll have a quick look at it now because it wasn't released at the time. I think their home kit's quite nice. Not a massive fan of this colour, but it's not that bad at all. I like how the stripes have stripes. It's like Pimp My Ride. Hey, I heard you like stripes, so we put stripes on your stripes. I'm going to start making jokes. Okay, looking at their away kit, it's quite a strange one. I like the way they blend the badge into the trim. You got the red trim, the red logo here, this. But why can't the sponsor do that as well? Again, it's like, sponsors, just listen. It's not going to change anything, is it really? It's just going to make the kit look better, which, you know, will make your brand stand out better, surely. This sort of looks quite nice, but also looks like it could be your nan's carpet. However, if I'm looking at that, I think it's a good kit all round. I think that's a solid, decent kit. I won't quite put it in God tier, probably because of the sponsor, but that is a decent kit right there. So that is it. We've got 5 in God tier, we've got a load in decent, we've got some in alright, and we've got a load in bin it as well. There were some absolute beauties in the away kit section, and there were some absolute clangers. So I just want to say a big shout out to Birmingham City, Derby County, Huddersfield Town, Hull City and Millwall for all having absolutely fire kits. And can we have commiserations for Cardiff, Leeds potentially, Luton, terrible, they're the worst of the bunch, Stoke and West Brom for having the most grim kits of the season. Remember guys, I do want to hear your thoughts. Did you agree with what I put, especially in my God tier and my bin it? Let me know what your favourite kits are and your least favourite kits are from the season down in the comments. Like the video if you did enjoy it. If we get 300, then I'll do a Premier League away kit version. Why not? 300 likes on this please. Subscribe if you are new and hit that notification bell so you are informed of every time I upload, because basically hitting subscribe isn't enough anymore. Like, YouTube won't push my videos out to you, so like you have to sort of hit notifications if you do want to watch them all. But if you don't, fair enough. I'm glad you've watched this one this far through. So yeah, the season's going to start soon. Have an amazing season. Good luck to your team, and I'm looking forward to another season of content and growth with you guys. So yeah, it's going to be amazing. But that'll do it from me guys. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one.